Welcome everybody back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
I'm A15 PCA.
And we're going to do a quick little reaction to the Justice League trailer that premiered on Sunday. And overall, it was bad.
It was pretty awful.
It didn't make me want to go see the movie.
No.
And the first 30 seconds with
Was
Superman
okay.
and,
All right.
and Lois, that I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Superman still is acting weird, like he's standing out in the cornfield or whatever. And
Well, he's acting like how Superman would act like 40 years from now. Like, you know, just a very
like
kind of...
you made the parallel that why is Superman acting like Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah.
Like he's so far removed from everything, and it's just like it's almost like he just stopped giving a crap about the human race after being Superman for
3 years.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's it. I'm done.
This is like Superman who's been doing this for like a long time, and then he kind of becomes disenfranchised. But I guess they're just skipping straight to that.
Yeah.
But that's just the very beginning of the trailer, and then we get into the actual trailer. And I'm sorry, the special effects look kind of bad.
They look awful.
There's certain scenes where it looks okay, then there's certain scenes where it's like, whew.
Especially with especially with like Aquaman moving around and flying around, it just looks so off.
And just the Aquaman is a character from the 90s who's like a dude kind of muscle meathead kind of guy.
I was never Aquaman.
I know it's different. The movies and the comics are separate, but do people want that version of Aquaman who's just like a guy who drinks all the time and he's super buff and he lets you know how strong he is? And it's just, I don't know. I don't like those kinds of people.
Yeah, I thought I was kind of like, wow, he's not, like you said, he's not a meathead. He's a regal leader. He speaks in a very kind of English proper way. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This guy's a leader of a noble race of Atlanteans. No, he's the bouncer at a bar in Vegas somewhere. That's I don't know.
Exactly. There's nothing about him that says king. Maybe general, I could see.
Some warlord king, maybe. A Conan the Barbarian type
Spartan
king. Yeah, but not, I don't know.
Off-putting.
I don't like the way Cyborg is so sleek.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of like the idea of Cyborg being a little more industrial looking, where his father built this thing for him to save his life, and it wasn't like, you know, because this was like alien technology. I guess that's what they're going with this. But it's like, it doesn't look like something someone built.
But it looks like nothing like in the cartoons or
anything.
Comics. No, it doesn't.
It's again in the newer comics it kind of does because they kind of have to tie it in.
Yeah.
But like, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like a bland character.
Yeah, like there's nothing about him. And the thing is, if anyone, and then you can see the jokes in this, they go, actually, Cyborg would the one be cracking.
Yeah,
jokes.
I know. Shouldn't Cyborg be a little more lighthearted? But no, instead it's the Flash. And everything the Flash says is like obnoxious.
Yeah, it's not even
silly
fun,
and stupid. It's kind of like that. It'd be like if your irritating kid brother had superpowers.
Yeah.
So you bring him along for his powers, but you have to deal with all his stupidness.
Yeah, it's like he's a complete dork. I know he's supposed to be a nerd, but he's like this is like dorky, bordering on like you just don't want to be around.
It's just it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
And it's almost surprised Batman didn't just slap him back of the head. Dude, shut up. You're such an idiot.
Yeah, I know, right? It's ridiculous.
And I guess what we're seeing, I'm guessing what's happening in the trailers, like you see a lot of that kind of red. I'm thinking of, they're doing like a terraforming thing, like turning Earth into Apocalypse.
Well, I'm assuming.
Or they're doing a plane shift where they're bringing their world and just replacing Earth with it.
But funny, that was kind of the storyline for Superman Man of Steel with Zod. He was terraforming Earth. So we're gonna do that again?
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. And then you see like those Apocalypse Soldier things. They look like big bugs, and they look okay.
That's what they do.
But every time they, you know, like Aquaman's flying through the sky and like stabbing things with his, it's so weird. What's the exact opposite of Aquaman? Flying guy. So it's like in the air a lot. It's like, okay.
Well, it'd be cool if he's more in the ocean. I don't know, near the sea. That's what you kind of expect with Aquaman. I don't know.
And you get Wonder Woman, which is probably the best thing about the DCU overall. And it's just there's just certain scenes like you see in the trailer, like Batman's in his Batmobile, and I'm sorry, his bat goggles look silly. They just look stupid. Yeah. But he's driving his little Batmobile, and everyone's like fighting off bad guys to make sure the Batmobile keeps moving. Yeah. And then and Wonder Woman knocks some of these Bug Warrior guys off the Batmobile, and then she gives like a little smile. Batman's already down the road. Who the hell is she smiling at? The audience? To herself? Like, I made a little cool move. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense in any context whatsoever. Yeah. Unless she's just smiling to herself, thinking, I did a fun move.
I know, it's so weird and bizarre. Like, it seems out of character. Another thing too, the song they chose was off-putting.
It's a super slowed down version of "We Can Be Heroes."
That makes no sense.
But that's like again, like '90s. Like, was this movie came out 20 years ago? 15 years ago, maybe. But it just seems out of touch.
Again, this is one of the movies I look at this movie and this trailer, and it looks like in the movie overall, but from the press, like if I was 10 years old, 11,
if I was 13-year-old me, I'd probably be going crazy for this, but I don't know. I want something a little more, and since I don't know anything about this Aquaman, I don't know anything about this Flash, they just come off as abrasive and weird to me.
They should have got the Flash from the TV series.
And and again, people are commenting on the costume for the Flash. It's so very angular.
Yeah.
It almost looks like it's hard, as opposed in the TV show, it's like a leather type.
Which I like is much better, more sleek.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know. Overall, I just felt like it didn't make me want to go see this movie any more than anything else.
The only thing I will say, part of the effects, I think the coolest ones when Flash is running and the lightning fix. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
That's cool looking.
But all the red from the thing, and every time they're fighting these bug warrior, these apocalypse warrior guys, it doesn't not for 1 second do I believe any of this is happening.
The CA looks weird, and then the one part when he's falling from the sky and Cyborg saves him, that's the worst part.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna fly off together. So, my man, I don't like guys like that. Like, I've known people that are like kind of these meathead type guys. Sure, they're decent people.
But then after a while, you don't want to be around.
But
them
after
anymore.
a while, it's okay. I got enough of this guy. He's always talking about how great and awesome. He just seems like a very abrasive jerk.
Shallow too,
and just a shallow. No pun intended, Aquaman shallow.
Well, I know, because I know according to the story that he's actually was raised as a human, but that was never Aquaman's story, if that's the case.
And, he never has a shirt on, and it's like, okay, my hair's all crazy and wild. I don't know.
It's just very,
And there was like all this huge build up to this trailer, and I just, man, what a miss. It just seems like a miss to me.
Yeah, and big miss. And I'm sorry, and I think Jim Gordon looks terrible.
Oh, he's just like a frail old man, even though I know. Like, the actor, like, posted pics on Twitter where he's, like, jacked, like, super ripped. But in this trailer, he's, like, wearing the big trench coat and everything, so you can't see anything.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah, he just looks like, literally, like a frail old man. You only see it for, like, 2 seconds. Then, at the end, you get probably the most awkward, lame, cringy joke where you just have... They see the bat signal in the sky, and then Flash is just like, oh, that means we have to, like, that's for you. And he's, like, talking to... Bruce Wayne, because he's not even his Batman getup, and I guess he's trying to like, I just outed your Batman.
They're all there. No one else is there.
Yeah, like no one else is there, and he's like, that means we have to go.
I'll be quiet about it. It's like, oh my goodness, that's awful. That's
supposed to be the joke again. Like I've always said that comedy and jokes and humor is subjective, and this is just falls flat on me. It really, really does. I'm not laughing. I'm not smiling. I am face palming at these jokes. I'm not. Maybe 10-year-old me. I wish I could go back in time and ask 10-year-old me how cool is this trailer. I'll probably go crazy and think it was amazing.
Yeah. But our taste is much more different, and we just want more in our comic books than just being silly, superficial surface stuff.
Well, maybe if I got to learn about this Barry Allen, maybe I got to see him in his own movies and get his humor. But for it to be in a team movie where you have to worry about other people's storylines and you can't really focus too much on one character.
But just to say after this, let's just say if you had Iron Man, the first movie, and all of a sudden you just had the Avenger movie. No, you didn't have that, did you? Because then you wouldn't. I don't know these other characters. You had no affinity for any of these characters.
And it just feels like Wonder Woman is stuck in this bad universe. Yeah. And Batman is hit or miss. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. Not so much as Bruce Wayne.
He doesn't fit it.
I don't know. And Batman making the Justice League, it's just weird to me because that's not how... Again, I have to keep telling myself movies and comics are separate. But it's so ingrained into each other. I think changing that aspect is just a bad way to go.
Especially things like especially like when it comes to characters like Batman, these are such...
Batman is such a strong character.
Has such a history. I would make the parallel when we talk about Star Trek. It's not a lot you can do, with
not a lot of flexibility. I know, it's just... Why can't it just Superman make the Justice League and say, "Hey, Bruce, come on, we have to work together and everything."
Not so much better.
But it's so weird. I guess it's like because they made these movies backwards. But Batman has already been disenfranchised with being a hero. Yeah. Now he's like finding hope again, and he finds it in creating the Justice League. So it's just like this.
They asked him to join the Justice League. I mean, come on.
So he's going to get disenfranchised again later on. It's so weird that you're going forwards, backwards. I guess, but again, they felt like they had to rush it because Marvel's so far ahead in just movies.
But you just have to take your time. Sorry.
I feel like you got to strike with iron's hot. That's I guess so. Well, let's jump into our team movie right away. I don't know if I'm gonna. Again, I was on shaky ground to go see this.
I don't think I'm.
I don't know. Thor Ragnarok or this? I'm sorry, Thor Ragnarok. When we were talking B-list characters, is going to be against the Justice League, the freaking holy trinity of DC,
Yeah,
and
the top one.
And I want to see Thor and Hulk go punch
Thor
things.
and Hulk is gonna make more money. It just is. Just get over it, guys.
I don't know. Just because Justice League is Justice League, it'll make its money. But when it comes to just the story, I don't know. I don't think the Justice League. This storyline is what they should be running with, because you're going to run into Dark Side and all that stuff. Well, that's everything.
You're going through all your story already. We only seen Thanos a total of, what, maybe 8 minutes in the Marvel movie?
Yeah.
And we're finally going to see him next year, but look how many movies it took to get to him. A lot. I mean, I'm thinking about 14, 15 movies total.
So, overall, the trailer didn't do what a trailer's supposed to do.
That was an F.
Get you excited. Yeah, and it's sad to say it's so terrible and so horrible, but bad graphics, corny jokes, Aquaman is really off-putting to me. Bland, boring cyborg.
Yep.
The only cool characters were Wonder Woman and Batman, but they're already awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But here's another thing too, and I know it's a point that Crimson made, a couple years ago, and I feel it too. Why does Lois Lane look like Lana Lane? Why does she have red hair?
Yeah, it's just so weird. Did she just not want to have black hair?
Yeah.
It's just so dumb to me.
Yeah, but that's just, I know I'm being nitpicky here, but I'm sorry, when I think of Lois Lane, I think of the one from Mario Kart when she played him in the original Superman with Christopher Reeve. That's my Lois Lane.
Yeah, or how she looked in any of the animated things. She has like her purple blazer and the white skirt.
And she wears it every episode because that's just cartoons.
And she has her black hair, and it's just so iconic. And let's make her redhead for no reason. Whatever.
It's weird. And then she just, I don't know. It's just, I know it's little details, but again, you have to get those right for the fans, the diehard fans that know these characters.
And it's its own thing. I don't know. Does it make me want to see more Aquaman in his own movie? No, I don't want.
I will never see Aquaman.
I won't see an Aquaman movie, especially this version of Aquaman, who's just a meathead. Nah, no, thank you.
Can you imagine? Funnily enough, there's a little thing. I guess Universal owns the rights to Namor. If they did a Namor movie, and he's like, "Hey, everyone, what's going on?"
I'm drinking a big bottle of Jack Daniels and just look how buff I am.
No, or he's a regal speaking English person. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah, well, he's a king.
Yeah.
This is not a. Conan the Barbarian, warlord, not necessarily a king of the Atlanteans that are supposed to be technologically advanced and all these.
Yeah, Warrior King and then you see Red Sonja. Okay, you can see that parallel. Not here.
Yeah, I don't know. The trailer didn't work for me at all.
No,
a fail.
It keeps getting worse and worse. It doesn't get better. It keeps getting
Comes
worse.
out in November, so there's nothing. It is what it is now.
Yeah, and I'm afraid it's gonna be another fail. I think what they should do is scrap it. Keep Ben Affleck, keep the little girl who plays Wonder Woman, and just
Gal Gadot.
Gal something. Yeah,
she has a strange name.
Yeah,
but she does it well. So I don't know. I got nothing else to say.
I can't say anything else either. It's just
that was just our quick little reaction, because since it was just the biggest thing on the internet right now.
Oh, yeah, everyone blowing up. Oh, but one cool thing is, speaking of Batman, they are going to put Batman anime series on Blu-ray. We're going to talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah, but that's completely removed from this.
Yeah,
we'll bring that up later.
Yeah.
But, thanks for watching. I've been your host, Crimson 10.
I'm 18 PCA. See you later. Bye.